All right, okay guys, here we are in our day 3 recap. So we are 35 hours in. This is what my gear looks like. I just cleared a rupture level 159. I have done 55 Elven capitals. So my fossil is looking way stronger right now with 699% damage bonus and 729 armor bonus. I'm slowly working towards farming Elven capital and farming as many health container gems as I can to improve my health, my survivability, and being able to push. So yeah, this is going. Let's go over my gear right now. I am still using phasing trance. Okay, one important thing to note is that I figured out that there's something going on with the crit damage formula. I have spoken about this on stream as well with other people from the community, and they have also given me their insight that there's something going on with crit damage and stance crit damage. So I don't know exactly what's going on with this, but there seems to be an interaction that gives us way more crit damage than we should be getting. So I don't know exactly. I'm gonna have to test and see what exactly is happening here, but it seems like critical strike damage and stance critical strike damage is way better than we thought. Anyways, this is my gear, still going for phasing. So the stats I would be going for on gear now would be stuff like flat health, elemental damage, crit damage, stance crit damage, even stance damage, offense damage, offense damage. I think that's about it, right? I think that's about it. I have gotten today a few gems for energy regen in the delve thing. So now I have 3.5 energy regen. I've unlocked all of the energy regen bonuses on my stances here. So these energy regen bonus will apply to any stance. They also fixed the bug with the spear bloodlust. Where is it? This one, +1 bloodlust, spear bloodlust, and the one-handed shroud, which now does not apply when you're using other stances, right? That was a bug and it was fixed today. Yeah, so I have done Archeon, so now I have like some really nice pieces from Archeon, which has percentage stamina bonus on them. So that bumped me up my stamina all the way up to 2700 today, which this is really huge, since with phasing, you're also scaling your phasing buff by using the bracers, right? For every 50 stamina, you get 10% extra efficiency of the phasing trance. So yeah, it's just really massive for flat damage, boss damage, and also I'm using the boots for movement speed. I'll remove my camera here just a second. The boots for movement speed, right? So that's what I'm going for. I went for Archeon gear for stamina. Still using fire orbs, still the same weapon. I'm gonna be working on improving my gear now that I unlocked higher rupture levels. So this is a piece from the bridge, not Archeon. Boots, amulet, potion slots per stamina. Have 57 potions alongside the relic for 100 armor for each available potion, which essentially this is very, very strong early on because this will cap your armor damage reduction, which is a cap at 80%. So I think it's very, very important to cap your armor early on, which will give you as much damage reduction as possible and then focus on health. You're already getting a lot of health percent on your passive tree and by being in stamina. So capping your armor is going to be your best bet for damage reduction and survivability. You can also grab the cards. So depending on the stage that you are in the game, you might want to grab armor. As you get more armor on your fossil, you might not need this one anymore. And maybe you go for a damage oriented setup instead. But right now, this is what I'm using. My pet is now at 32%. Fire damage bonus. Same bracers here with max health, arcane damage. Like I don't have really good gear, but just scaling your fossil will do a tremendous work towards improving your damage. Gain 1% maximum health for every 25 stamina. And I have here a Archeon ring with stamina percent bonus and some nice moles damage. So that's what I have for gear. In terms of a passive tree here, this is my passive tree. They have made some changes today. They buffed this node here to 10 flat energy regen active all the time, 10 flat health, and 10% max health bonus. They buffed these nodes to 0.5% health regen, alongside these nodes as well. Life Force is 0.5% health regen. These are now extremely high value. This one, for example, was 10% in the last patch, well, in the last season, and now they've nerfed it to 2%. But now just 2 of these is 1%. So 4 of these is equal to this. Yeah, pretty crazy. So they did a few adjustments for stats nodes here. One in specifically is Soul the Prophet, which will give you 10% boss damage for 4 points here. So I would go and grab this one here, absolutely. My cards now. I did not reroll my cards. They have done something that now when you select cards, you'll have a choice of 5 instead of 4. It's gonna be easier to get some cards. But regular stuff, stamina, armor, elemental damage, you know, just all the regular stuff. These are my cards. Health regen bonus, I would love to get the full set of this one. This will be my highest priority, most likely. So that is what I have here. Let's go see my Elven tree. When I did my Elven capital runs, for those who don't know what Elven capital is, there are keys. Gain more rupture level scale for the Elven capital, digging deeper. All right, this is how you scale the Elven capital in levels to give you more. But there are keys that you can buy in the catacombs. In the ancient catacombs, let me just put back my webcam. In the ancient catacombs, there's a secret room. You go into it, and you can buy keys for these fragments. The green fragments are Elven fragments, and you can also buy them for the bridge scrolls, right? There are bridge scrolls for each different island of the end game. The ones that you need are Harmonian Mountains, Caberian, and Hinterlands. So these are the 3 islands that in the end game you will be farming more and more and more after you have all of your monograms to put on your gear. These are the 3 ones that you focus on to improve your damage, armor, and stance damage on your fossil. So what this Elven capital is going to give you, it's going to be a rupture full of rocks that you just break, and it gives you these things, the stones. So the flint, stones, and the stand stones as well. You use them to craft these gems. Make sure that you only craft the large damage stones and the large armor stones. There are some minor ones here, but these ones don't give any experience whatsoever. Well, I mean, they give a certain amount, but like very, very low. Whereas these ones cost 1 extra resource to craft, but they give so much more XP. I even have a set for luck. Well, I'm trying to build my set for luck. Gain 500 luck if no offense are equipped. So I would equip these rings, unequip my belt, all of my offense, and that would give me a tremendous boost in the luck stat, which gives me more XP bonus. So that's what I do before I start crafting these. It's gonna give you a good chunk of levels. So what I did, I just accumulated around 40 something keys, right? I had 55 keys. I had 55 keys that I did. And then I crafted these gems, and they boosted my fossil tremendously, so I was able to push higher ruptures. So that is the Elven capital. They cost 15 scrolls of each of these zones that I just mentioned. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did today. We are rank 2 in the general solo leaderboards, and tomorrow we'll be blasting some more, and I'll have another build recap for you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions that you want me to answer tomorrow in the video, just put them down below, and I'll be happy to answer them in the next video. Oh, actually, I forgot. There has been a patch, and they have added belts to Dwarven chests. So it's going to be so much easier to get your belts. How do you get Dwarven chests? They're just found as regular containers in ruptures, but you do need to have ancient runic keys here that you craft with the imbued Dwarven root, right? So make sure it is your top priority to always have ancient runic keys, not just for belts. Like, even if you have your belt, doesn't matter, right? It just makes this easier to farm your belt. But you want these to be able to farm a lot of these Fortune Tomb tokens. This is how you juice your maps. If you don't have Fortune Tomb tokens, you cannot juice your map. And it's just like in any other ARPG, you want to be able to get the most out of your maps, to be able to have the best return for the less time invested, right? So make sure top priority, always have at the minimum a few ancient runic keys with you. And yeah, in the end game, you'll have like an infinite amount of this, since you'll just have like so many Dwarven runes that you won't even know what to do with them. So that is that. And oh yes, visual clarity for fire orbs. They've updated the visual clarity for fire orbs. So as you can see here, the explosion does not completely cover the screen anymore. So you'll be able to see AoEs on the ground. So overall, massive changes for the best. And yeah, I'm super happy with where this season is heading. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, and have a good day, guys. Bye bye.